they are, snug as a bug in a rug.
I don't want to be a bug in a rug. Shut up!
Welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where it didn't happen on Saturday morning. It's happening now. So I'm sorry. And happy birthday, William Aarons. And thank you, Brent Campbell, for being the new supporter of the show. At $5 a month, that's $1.25 a show. Man, you're buying me a cup of coffee, and I really appreciate it, because I need coffee now. My sinuses, they're killing me, but if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. So, that's it. We've got the boys on. We've got Meandering Mike. We have, let me see here. We got Kilroy. We got, is Jeff, yeah. Is he here? Where are they? Oh yeah, we got 6 actual, and we got Seek. Seek's here too. So, let me talk a lot less, get the show happening, so I can survive this. Thanks again, peeps. And, peeps. I always hated that, peeps. And, I'll see you on the show.
Black Cherry.
Doug Weed of the Gamer's Closet. He's doing Captain Crunch. Who doesn't want to play Captain Crunch? Plus Back to the Future. That's what's going on. ID Jester. 12 videos. I should say 8 videos. What 12? I'm seeing triple. He's checking out Terraforming Mars, you know. I want to learn how to play that game. Plus, the War Room is back on with Tony and Ruffy. And he's doing Venom Assault. Then he's doing top board games of all time, 20 to 11. And golf. What do you want from a Wargamer? Artie of ARDWULF'S Lair. 2 videos. Counter clipping number 125. Wargaming's first plus giveaways. This guy's giving away stuff. Is he giving anything to me? I'll tell you what he's giving to me. He's giving me Squatski. Also, everything you always want to know about war games but were afraid to ask with Dan and Artie. Solo and multi-solo war games with none other than John Butterfield. Check it out if you haven't already checked it out. It's on the channel, eh? GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer. Onus Trianus review through, part 1, and GIMPY's gal guesses Captain's Log. sound good. But you know what I'm saying. Gimpy's gal, ladies and gentlemen. Dikanis Georgiotis, second front. That's all, folks. Or folks, because V is F. Verstehen Sie? Yeah, that's all, folks. And George is all about squad leader. And check out what Montreal traffic looks like. And this is the residential street. It's in a suburb which is bigger than Montreal called Laval. Remember that, General? Mark Ruggiero of Clark Commando 1983. Shrink Rippet some comments on how I prep to do an after action report, replay, etc. on Clark Commando. For our Spanish listeners, Julius Fairfax, muchos juegos de Draco Idea. So, a lot of games from Draco Ideas. And it says here, Luego de despedida de mi casa. I don't know what the despedida is. But for our Spanish listeners, Julius Fairfax. Jan Heineman of Let's Play History has 8 videos out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are on the console. We've been playing this for a while, man. Like 50 games. And 2 of them are on Suzerain. And 1 is on Zaltag und die Revolution Road 96. All this on Let's Play History. They're wonderful, wonderful and iconic STUKAJOE Sunday Night Bomb Run, which is Sunday today, so it's happening tonight. Or no, 4 days ago. Past. That's what's going on at STUKAJOE's house. For our Italian listeners, Winter Quartering reports Play Modena 2023. This is a con in Modena, Italy, on Winter Quartering. The man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, Europa Universalis, numbers 44 and numbers 45. I mean, this is a huge game. Now, first of all, I wonder what it's all about. I gotta read up on Europa Universalis. Andrew Chung, 4 videos, attack sub, sinking of the General Belgrano, parts 1, and concluding part of that scenario, plus Salvo, an introduction, and I think this is an example of play. I think this is a Gary Graber game from his Panzer Shrek magazine, but I forget what it's called. It's Minden Games. I don't know if it's Panzer Shrek, but it's Minden Games. I'm assuming. And that's where you come here to not get your episodes on time and to watch stupid stuff like Pa and Nebby, which will be a continuing thing because I like to do that stuff, right? This is old stuff that I used to have on the Dice Tower, which I'm thinking of doing again. I got in touch with Tom, and I had a lot of fun doing that stuff, man. Hissy Cat, 1 new podcast from the front, number 3. And it's Postcards from the Front podcast. There you go, man, on Hissy Cat Studios. Once Upon a Game, 2 videos. Heroes of the Bitter Harvest, a lock and load tactical, an unboxing, and there's the OG sporting his Panzer Commander that costume, that is. And also unboxing new tracks by Jeff and Carla Horger's Grand Prix. I interviewed Jeff Horger. Nice guy, man, you know? And you'd think that a guy or a couple that does games like Grand Prix and Apocalypse Road and Grr, these are mild, composed people, very shy people, and which was a surprise to me. Nanguaya, guy from over there. 4 videos, Sunday with Spence and Gable, Tannenberg, mid-game thoughts, Weltkrieg. And looks like perhaps the German army actually had festoon divisions. And games on the queue, but nothing supersedes you know what. That Weltkrieg. And about a coffee maker, t-shirts, stamps, mini games, operational and strategic. You know what? We just got a new coffee maker, the OXO, 8-cup drip coffee, and we like drip coffee because it's the best way to do it. The very, very long and tedious way, so it's probably the best because you're waiting so bloody long for your coffee, and when you finally get it, it's like, it's the best coffee in the world. And I'm happy we got an OXO thingy, because our Nespresso, which is a ripoff, which is... Look, the company has done so bad for themselves in terms of in the media. I mean, God. Anyways, this is about war games. Tank Zone, best Vietnam war games on PC. Check out Tank Zone. Hexed and Countered, OOTP. OOTP, out the person. Fictional Historical League Setup Part 3, logos, ballparks, and more. Then the British Way, First Look, and Twilight Struggle Red Sea on PC, USSR playthrough.
This week on 6 Actual, Twilight 2000, Urban Operation from Free League Publishing. This is the first expansion for the 4th edition of T2K and includes everything you need to play in urban environments. Post-World War III tactical combat RPG fun, only on 6 Actual.
6 Actual. Smart War Games is on a tear with Rule the Waves 3. As a matter of fact, those are 8 videos on Rule the Waves 3. It's ironclads to missile cruisers. Okay, he's on the 23rd, number 23 of the Germany campaign. Check it out at Smart War Games. Box of Delights, an old channel I used to watch, is playing Kingmaker the Second, Part 3, Guide to Kingmaker. Is this an old Avalon Hill game? Someone let me know. Storm of Steel Wargaming has 4 videos. Here he talks about the Romanians, the World War II Romanians, a painting guide. This guy's detailed. An Adventure Report hobby update, plus Partisan Show Report 2023. Must be Partisan Show Report. Must be a miniatures con or something. And also, I Ain't Been Shot, Mum Rules review on Storm of Steel Wargaming. Henry Hyde is back with us, and he's at the Partisan 2023. There you go. Yep, it's a con. Looks massive. Henry Hyde. War Stories has 3 videos out, and it's the unrivaled courage of the French Resistance, Europe's secret armies, and uncovering the real history behind these rare military antiques. He goes back to World War I, and Operation Piranha, how U.S. Marines hunted down the Viet Cong. The Vietnam War always scares me, always. Pushing Cardboard, Heroes of the Bitter Harvest, an unboxing. This is a game by Lock and Load Publishing. The Cutesy Pootsy Zilla Blitz, new YouTube channel. Zilla Blitz Second Gear is live. I'm assuming he's concentrating on trucking on his second channel. Also, Crowbar Solitaire Wargaming, or Wargame First Look by Flying Pig Games, designed by Herman, the Animal Lutman. And Vorwarts Crowbar Solo Wargame. the expansion. First look on Zilla Blitz. Epic History TV, Napoleon's first campaign, The Bridge at Arcola, or Arcola, or Arcole. I don't know much about Napoleonics, so could be Arcole, Arcole. Epic History TV, ladies and gentlemen. Dave of Dave's Gaming Cave, Interceptor Ace, Volume 2, Part 3, March 44th. Interceptor Ace, this is a game by Gregory M. Smith and published by Compass Games. The Board Games Chronicle. 2 videos playing Command and Color Samurai battles using the CDG solo system by our iconic and famous friend, STUKAJOE. First look at Traces of War. This looks like a VUCA simulation. I might be mistaken. If I am, don't be afraid to tell me. Kings and Generals. 3 videos. Norman Kingdom in Italy. It's an animated historical medieval 4K documentary. Plus Fall of Atu Island, Pacific War number 79, and First Crusade against the Romans. On Kings and Generals. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials 2 videos. Combat Commander from C3I Magazine, Scenario 105, La Fière, Counterattack. It's La Fière. I know. It is. And also Grant Takes Command 2, Scenario number 6, Strike Them a Blow. It's a rematch of session number 2 on Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials. Remember World War II. The World War II experiences of Billy Kirby. God bless the World War II heroes. These are channels I watch. This is 4 hours of it. I mean, you know what? This guy fought for, 5 years? And I think him recounting a story of 4 hours or his experience of 4 hours is not asking for too much for us to listen to, eh? Remember World War II. Hex to Hex, Leipzig Day 2 Finale, and Rollica Part 2 Live Play on Hex to Hex. For our Polish listeners, Wojennik TV, 4 videos in Polish. 1 is a review of Scythe. 2 is a Flamme Rouge Tour de France. This is a bicycle game. First, as première étape. So it's Tour de France 2022. First, what do they call it in Tour de France? First step, I don't know. Whatever. Then it's Diceland, an unboxing, and then a review of Twilight Struggle Red Sea Conflict in the Horn of Africa. And is this the... no, okay, this is the board game. For our Polish friends, Wojennik TV. There was a Russian man who, or a Russian person who commented, and the person said, I don't do other language showcasings of channels. Yes, I do. And if the person who commented is listening right now, if you have a channel in Russian, send it down to me. If you do write in English what's on your channel, so I can at least present it, and it's more than welcome. Thank you. Spasiba. History Hustle. Why Yugoslavia joined the Axis and then didn't. History Hustle. My Own Worst Enemy. Claws of the Tiger. It's an unboxing. This is a game by White Dog Games and Greg Besenk's game Triumph and Tragedy. Turn number 4, a game published by GMT. Respect, Jim Ozarski, 3 live videos, The Fight for Glory Part 2 for What a Cowboy, and an epic Armageddon training Part 3, plus the Battle of Quatre Bras Part 3 for Campaign Waterloo.
If you've ever had more than 7 people over who all want to play Kremlin, and let's face it, who hasn't, then this video is for you. As first suggested in the General, Volume 26, Issue Number 5, the video provides rules that you will need to play Kremlin with 7 or more players, all without having to add extra components, unless of course you have a lot more than 7 people who want to play. Check out more videos on Kremlin and other Avalon Hill games when you visit the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. And I will see you next Wednesday.
On the Tank Museum, we have Radical or Ridiculous, the T-14 Armata tank. I think it's Armata. I think that's the Russian one, eh? Well, if it's ridiculous, that's scary. If it's radical, then it's gonna break down. Ben Harsh of Harsh Rules. Rules Breakdown, Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kits, Part 12. This is the Advanced Starter Kit number 2. Or is it number 2? Yeah, where they deal with artillery. Poindexter J. Poindexter Games. A new video on Interceptor Ace. So this is Volume 2, Mission Number 1. And there we see a ME-262. 263? 262, I think, yeah. That shark-looking thing. I always thought that plane was cool. Too bad it was made out of plywood, I think. All this on Poindexter Games. Check it out. Stephen Dolges, Nations in Arms, Grand Campaign Redux, 1810 on Stephen Dolges' channel. Dad vs. Son is doing Aces of Valor, and it's the German long campaign, 1915 missions 2 to 5. 4 videos, obviously. It's campaign mission 2, 3, 4, and 5 on Dad vs. Son. My favorite Frenchie, Fred Serval of Homo Ludens, 1920 Nest of Eagles game demo at PunchCon 2023, and Port Arthur demo from PunchCon 23. So PunchCon, that's in England, eh? That's where he is. That's where Freddy French Serval is. Homo Ludens, ladies and gentlemen. Combat Board Games is unboxing Moves Magazine number 71 with mini game maneuver inside. Moves Magazine, eh? That was what? Is that the SPI one? No, SPI was Strategy and Tactics, I think. Moves was, I don't know, someone tell me what Moves was. The PBS voice of War Games, the Oaken Night 100 video celebrations featuring his favorite games. He's got 100 videos. Congrats, Oaken. Ruffy of Russ Swordsman Wargamer has 2 videos out. I should say just 1 video. The other one was 2 weeks ago. So the new video is the War Room Live with with what war games are good for cons. Ruff can't remember. I don't know if you've ever watched these guys, but these guys are great. It's great. They have a great time. They're laughing, and it's silly comedy, and I enjoy that kind of stuff, and good for them. Little Wars TV has 1 video, and it's World War II historian David Glantz. He explains why Bakhmut mattered in World War II. Well, look at that, eh? Indy Nidell's channel, World War II, week by week. 2 videos out. Week 247, the fall of Monte Cassino, May 20th, 1944. My mom was there. She was there. Also, what happened behind photograph lens on D-Day? Or what happened behind a photographer's lens, for God's sake, man. On D-Day. That should be interesting. I'm going to watch that today. The man who looks like a vampire. Mark Felton of Mark Felton Productions. Victorian cash still legal in 2023. Sure. Hitler's Jewish daughter. Come on. Come on, this is a joke, right? Scumbag. Mark Felton. Simple History, 2 videos, the best MREs, meals refusing to exit. And the Battle of Henry Johnson, Harlem Hellfighters, World War I. Weren't these the Buffalo Soldiers? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. The Professor Riccardo Mazzini is live in Modena. Play. Backstage, Saturday the 20th of May. This is for, again, our Italian listeners. But you know what? You're going to want to check out the digs happening there, right? The digs. Isn't that cool? That's why you watch this show. Because, you know, I drop stuff like the digs. Dave of Centurion's Review has 3 videos. Memoir 44, Pacific Theater Expansion Review Plus, Wargame Chat with Len, number 77, Advertising and Wargaming. And you know what? I actually watched a little bit of this, and he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong what I was going to say, but what does GMT have to advertise? Nothing. We do it for them, right? They give us their support, which is you scratch my back, I scratch your back, fine. Other companies don't, and they still sell out, so you have to ask yourselves, why would they want to advertise? I don't know. I think it's... I don't know. Why would you want to advertise? Because if you do have some leftover stock or your stuff is not selling as fast as you thought you would, advertising helps. Contact me for advertising. Also, the Micro Game Museum. That's what he's doing, eh? I gotta watch that. Mo of Mo's Game Table 1. Video on its Labyrinth Adventure Solitaire RPGA review. A Kickstarter review. BLASTPOP! Caesar's Rome vs. Gaul After Action Report. So BLASTPOP is back. I'm glad you're back there, BLASTPOP, and giving us some videos, some content. Much appreciated. Compass Games is live with Julian Thomas, Town Hall episode 65. I met Julian, I met Julian at the first WBC I've been to. Nice guy, man. Nice guy. Good looking guy. Nice guy. Hexes and Soldiers. Scheiße 9. Scheiße. 9 October 1806. Is it Scheiße? It's not Scheiße, it's Scheiße. It still says shit, no? I'm probably wrong. On Hexes and Soldiers. Again, for Italian listeners, Mauro Faina has 2 episodes of Il Giannizzero Nero. One he talks about El Assel, second part, and then it's the Battle of Elouet and Assel, second part, and an unboxing of Clash of Heroes. Like I said, that's why you come here. Cody of the Discriminating Gamer has 4 videos out. One is Doctor Who Nemesis, and then Cody's top 10 Star Wars games, and a preview of Witchcraft and Fighters of the Pacific. That looks like a Heroes of Normandy type artwork. Maybe it's them. Something Pig Games by Clem and Lem or whatever. Kalasmar, the Lonesome Gamer. 3 videos, and all of them are on Europa Universalis Part 34. What is it about this game, huh? The chief of bonding with board games and RPGs has two videos. One is an unboxing of War Stories, a World War II RPG, which sounds really cool. I wish I had time to do that with him if he's going to do that. But unfortunately, my schedule doesn't allow for scheduled stuff. Yeah. And how to make D&D OSR RPG. Ha! Tokens from magic cards look awesome. Okay. Alright. Okay. Marco OmniGamer reviews votes for women. Is this a white dogs game? Probably. Marco OmniGamer. And the gentlemen of the Player's Aid have 4 videos this week. They're at the Buckeye Game Fest, and they're with Steve Jones of Blue Panther. He's the guy who does all the games for White Dogs, HOLLANDSPIELE, and his own games. Also, unboxing Great Battles of History, Julius Caesar. It's a game by GMT. And a Worthington game called Archie's War, plus Tim Denzin of Catastrophe Games, an interview. All this, ladies and gentlemen, on the wonderful channel of The Player's Aid.
Howdy folks, it's Meandering Mike in the Man Cave of Madness saying hello to all you folks watching Dan Pincaldi's No Niece here. As you can see, it's been a short week for me. Just 2 new videos. One of them is an unboxing of a new game from Catastrophe Games, the Campaign Fall Blau. It's a solitaire game, 1942, the German offensive in south of Russia, Stalingrad, and the Grozny oil fields and all that good stuff. Take a look at that if you're interested in World War II East Front solitaire games. And I did another video here on, yes, it's Hot Sauce Part 2. Yes, Part 2 for Hot Sauce. I like it. I didn't used to be a hot sauce person. Go figure. I just discovered it last year, how much I actually enjoy it, all the different flavors, all the things. I'm not a heat maniac. Those high school numbers scare me, but more and more I find a lot of interesting heat and flavors there. Not the hot height, but the heat combined with the flavors is a nice experience. So if you are interested in all sorts of different varieties and you maybe want to stock up on some hot sauce and benefit from my experiences, there you go. That so very little bit about games this time, only 1 video. I will get back finally this weekend to the Der Weltkrieg Tannenberg introductory scenario this weekend. I guarantee it, unless I die of a heart attack or aliens abduct me or something weird like that, I will get back to that game. So that's it. I'm going to call it quits there. Another short week. So I'm going to send it back to Dan and the show. Ciao, everyone.
Today, Kilroy goes off the shelf and onto his table for his weekly review. There I go, referring to myself in the third person yet again. He really should stop doing that. I started off with ancient civilizations of the Middle East and then worked my way up through history. Did I get to the modern days? Well, not exactly quite. Ancient Civilizations of the Middle East is a sequel or continuation of Ancient Civilizations of the Inner Sea. The two share some similar mechanics, although there are some updates in the Middle East. And of course, there's a whole bunch of new civilizations or empires that you can play with in this that have asymmetrical power. So, and they do not combine. That's kind of a downside here. I was expecting to combine these two, but who wants to combine a 12-player game of Ancient Civilizations? Anyway, good game, good components, very abstract and somewhat chaotic with the card play. Thanks to GMT for sending this copy. Next, I went to 1522 and the Siege of Rhodes with Nothing So Well Lost. This is a postcard game from Turning Point Simulations, or LPS Inc., which is kind of the parent company. This is a Paul Rohrbal game that uses a deck of cards and I think a dice in this one as well. But it's a siege game covering the Siege of Rhodes. How about that? Imagine that. Then I went to 1642 to 1646, the English Civil War, with This War Without Enemy. This is published by Nuts Publishing, designed by Scott H. Moore. This is a block game. It has blocks and cards to do your activations. Has a beautiful map and very nice components in that regard. Next, I went to Clash of Sovereigns, or to 1740 to 1748 in the War of Austrian Succession. This is a game designed by Bob Kalawski, and who is also the designer of Clash of Monarchs, and these two share similar mechanisms and systems. I think there are some changes in this one, or some updates in this one, and this kind of, I think, predates or is a prequel to Clash of Monarchs, I think, in timing. This, again, is from GMT Games. I want to thank them for the copy. Then I went diving in the bargain bin, or did dumpster diving, and found Empires in America. This is Victory Point Games. I got this in the bargain bin at my friendly local gaming store. It was really kind of a steal here. It was a used copy, but everything was present and accounted for, and included actually the expansion kit to this game. This is part of the State of Siege system that Victory Point Games made so popular and innovative, and is a good solitaire game covering the French and Indian Wars, or the was it 7 Years War in America? Is that what it was? Anyway, but now we're up to what time period are we up to here? 1754 to 1762. So we're getting somewhat modern. Then I finished out the week. I didn't quite make it to the modern era. I finished out the week with Hidden Strike, American Revolution. This is a game from Worthington Publishing, a game by Maurice Suckling and Dorian Richard. And this is a kind of an abstract version of the American Revolution that uses cubes that have different size cubes, have different size strength values, and it's kind of an area control. You're trying to control certain regions of the soon-to-be American East Coast. And there's card play to maneuver those cubes around and to replenish your cubes, and there's also fleets as well. So an interesting game, a different take on the American Revolution, beautiful production value, mounted board, all that kind of stuff. But again, it's a little abstract, but can be played solo. In fact, I think the solo might be the preferred system, but it can be played solo and opposed in that regard. So anyway, that's how I finished up the week. If you stopped by, thank you for stopping by. If you haven't stopped by yet, please do take a look at what's going on KilRoyWasHere, and have a good one.
Dan needs a video. There it is.
Dan needs a video. Dan needs a video. Oh my God. Hey, cup of Joe. I don't got time for coffee.
Another week, another show. Late, but nevertheless, here it is. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and please, if you are so inclined to support this channel, do so for $1.25 an episode. Also, I have a question, and I want to put it out there. I did the GMT news update, and I was going to include it in this episode, but because I wasn't feeling well, I put something up, and it led me to think, would you people, the watchers here, prefer having a GMT update on its own, or included in this in the episodes that I put up weekly. Let me know. And that's it. Again, thanks for watching. Sorry about the issues, but the issue still persists. What can I tell you? Have a good week. And look, next weekend's coming soon. Don't forget to watch Tuesday, everything you want to know about war games but we're afraid to ask, either on my channel or Artie's channel. And we're going to have Jason Carr. Should be a great time. Take care.